Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, released by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in Japan in 1991 and in North America in 1992. I thought I'd give you something a little different. I don't want to have the same game going day after day after day, and with my new recording schedule and format, I'm allotted the time to, mix it up a little bit, give a little bit of variety to the channel. So those of you who aren't too into Deus Ex, well, today, here's a pleasant surprise for you. And I'll probably be alternating back and forth with Deus Ex, A Link to the Past, Deus Ex, A Link to the Past. And like I said before in my update video, I'm recording all of these in advance. I'm doing bulk recordings and then uploading them in segments. So if you see me doing something that you normally don't do, you want to see me doing something different, like I said, bear in mind that I do record these in advance, so I can't be advised day by day on what to do. Anyway, I already got my complete file there with a nice big round 0 to count how many times I died in the playthrough. So yeah, I do have some experience with this game. I'm going to go ahead and enter Link, the canonical name for the series. This was the first game in the Legend of Zelda franchise to actually have NPCs refer to you by the name that you entered. So I'm going to enter Link, so everybody calls him Link. However, if you're playing through yourself, you can enter whatever you want, and the NPCs will say whatever they want. And the Super Gaming Brothers, used this to humorous effect in their playthrough. Okay, our file is all set. Let's get started. Help me. Please help me. I'm a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. I thought we learned from playing Earthbound that kids don't listen to adults. Okay, first thing we do, let's come over to this chest. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. However, our lamp uses magic. Our magic meter is in the upper left-hand corner, I should say. We don't have any right now. In the Game Boy Advance re-release of this game, they actually changed that to where whenever you get a new item that uses magical power, it actually refills your magic meter for you. I will give 100 rupees to the man who finds the descendants of the wise men. The king! Okay, well, that's probably a BS sign right there, considering that we saw in the opening that the king is dead. The Aghanim did that to him. We already know who our villain is for the story. Okay, so the guards will block every entrance to the castle. So what we want to do is we want to come over here to the right-hand side of the castle, or the east-end side of the castle, and there's this path leading up to this bush, and we can come in here and find a secret passage dropping in there. If you wait long enough, Zelda would have contacted us telepathically, letting us know about that secret passage. And oh, Uncle, what's your name? I hardly knew ye. Link, I didn't want to involve you in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. I guess the Rock Who watches will know what you're talking about. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is my what? My what? My what? Imitate Ego Raptor cartoon go. Okay, let's move on. We got our sword. Swing it with the B button. And first time I played this game, I was pleasantly surprised by, Link's versatility in this game. Ah, there we go. Little decanters to refill our magic meter. Still not going to be using the torch, but if you want, there you go. It lights the area up for you. Yeah, first time I played The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, I was pleasantly surprised with Link's versatility. Even though this isn't the first Zelda game I played, I did play Zelda 1 and 2 before this. However, this is the first game that I actually beat in the Zelda series. I went back and beat the other two later on in my life, but this is actually the first Zelda game that I beat. That's mainly due to, the game just being more accessible. I was 10 years old at the time that this game was released. So, all right, there we go. And first of all, we want to make it to the basement of Hyrule Castle, where, as we saw in the cutscene, Zelda is being held captive, and we're going to rescue her relatively early in the game. That's something else that kind of blew me away. First time I played this game. I had seen other people beat the original Legend of Zelda, so when I actually came down here and I rescued Zelda so early in the game, I actually, my stupid mind at that time thought, hey, am I done with the game? Is there more of this game? Alright, so we got a map there. If we press the X button, we can open up our map. Comes in pretty handy. We can't really make very good use of it until we get the compass. I believe the compass, in addition to showing where the boss is located in a certain dungeon, it also allows us to see any treasure chests that we may have missed. Okay, let's take out these guys real quick, and I'm just going to throw a pot at this guy to make him fall down and go boom. And he's dead. They'll respawn. So you notice that we have multicolored knights here. At this point, the green knights, I think they can take about 2 or 3 hits with the sword in order to defeat. Let's find out. Let's count. 1, 2. Okay, that was 2. I believe the blue knights take about 3 or 4 hits. Okay, I'm just going to sneak past this guy, Deus Ex style. Fight enemies on my own terms. Alright, we have to take this guy out. We can't avoid him, because once we beat him, that door opens up, and we can come in here and get a boomerang. And this boomerang, I'm not going to make too much use of it, but just to test it out, I'm going to show you what it does to enemies. It stuns them. Weaker enemies it can actually kill. So that's another reason we wanted to come in this room. You don't really need the boomerang. In fact, I believe it's entirely optional. I can't think of any point in the game in which you absolutely have to use it. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'll probably run into something like that later on. But we also wanted that key obviously to progress further into the dungeon. Okay, let's take this guy out real quick. And over here we have a new enemy, an Iron Knuckle. He's going to swing a ball and chain. Can't remember how many sword swipes it takes, but we can throw 2 pots at him to take him out fairly easily. and get a big key. And with this big key, we can unlock big doors. Well, for right now, we're just going to unlock this little door, but we needed the big key for it. And yay, we beat the game. We rescued Princess Zelda. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? No, I'm dumb. Okay, let's move on. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first, we have to go to the first floor. Let's go! But first, I'm gonna raid all the treasure. Okay, you may have noticed that there are different colored rupees. We got green rupees, which count as 1. We have blue rupees, which count as 2. And the rarer red rupee, which counts as 20. And, of course, anybody who's played the Legend of Zelda series before knows that that is the currency of Hyrule. And unlike the Legend of Zelda 1, our rupee counter and our arrow counters are actually separate. So when we get a bow and arrow, we don't have to worry about using up money every time we fire one. Okay, with Zelda in hand, she knows of a secret passage, so we need to guide her safely to the first floor. Don't worry, this isn't like an escort mission like, for example, when we were escorting Scrapper in Skyward Sword. Zelda can't actually get hurt, so we don't have to worry about protecting her. She's just kind of along for the ride. We're just going to go through and fight as we normally would, making it back to the first floor. Okay, I think this is a good time to demonstrate our secret technique passed down through our family. If you hold down the B button, Link holds out his sword like a wiener, and then we can release it to do a spin attack. Very strong, very effective against, very effective when you're getting surrounded by enemies, or just to take out weaker enemies as fast as you can. As you saw, it made very quick work of those green knights, dealing about double the damage. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Okay, and the throne room, of course. You head north, because every single building in a 16-bit game seems to have its front door on the south end. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. Okay, so I'm going to move over to my lamp here, and you do need Zelda to help you push this. It's too heavy for Link to push it alone. Alright, and this should give us further access into an underground passage to reach that sanctuary and take Zelda to safety. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.